In the town of Ashgrove, people still talk about the morning Emma Lang vanished. One moment she was walking to the bakery before work. By noon, her phone lay buzzing on the roadside, untouched, screen cracked but still glowing with a text she never sent. No struggle, no witnesses, just a woman who stopped existing halfway through her routine. And the strangest part? Everyone in Ashgrove swore they saw her that day, just not at the same time. What you're about to hear isn't only about one missing woman. It's about how memory bends, how a community rewrites its own truth when fear creeps in. In this episode, we'll trace the final 24 hours before Emma disappeared, the 6 conflicting sightings, and the one hidden connection that tied them all together. Because in every small town, stories are currency, and sometimes they buy silence. Listen closely. Every detail matters here. The weather, the roads, even the way people said her name. Ashgrove sits in a valley with a population of 4,000, mostly farmers and shop owners. Emma Lang was 29, worked at the post office, and rented a small blue house on Maple Street. Routine defined her life. Morning jog, same coffee order, evening phone call with her sister 2 towns over. That pattern made the break in it obvious. At 7:12 a.m., CCTV from Miller's gas station caught her jogging past in her orange hoodie. By 8 o'clock, she texted a coworker, "Running late, be there in 10." She never arrived. By noon, her phone pinged from the north side of town, miles from her route. A local farmer, Dale, found it near the guardrail and assumed she'd dropped it. He placed it on the postbox ledge. When police arrived 30 minutes later, it was gone again. Witness reports flooded in. A teenager swore she saw Emma at the Riverside Cafe around 8:30, alone. A bus driver claimed she boarded briefly, asked the fare, then stepped off before paying. 3 others insisted they saw her near the old sawmill, long abandoned. Each sighting had the same timestamp window, 8:20 to 8:40, but in completely different parts of town. Detectives chalked it up to confusion, but in Ashgrove, confusion spreads faster than facts. By nightfall, volunteers lined the forest edge with flashlights. The town Facebook page filled with prayers, rumors, and wild theories. Some blamed drifters, others whispered about Emma's ex-boyfriend, a mechanic named Luke Carver. He had left town 3 months earlier after a loud argument outside the diner. Police questioned him first. He was hundreds of miles away, clocked in at a workshop in another county. For a week, search dogs combed every road and ditch. Nothing was found, until the mail carrier noticed something strange. Every morning, the mailbox at Emma's house was emptied, but no one had the key. Inside the box, investigators found letters unstamped, all in the same handwriting. They were dated before her disappearance, but never sent. Each began with the same line: "To whoever reads this, if something happens to me." Emma had been keeping notes. She wrote about someone following her jog route, about a white pickup idling near the woods. She mentioned hearing tapping on her windows at night. Neighbors recalled she'd been paranoid lately, changing locks twice in a month. Most dismissed it as anxiety, but the letters painted a timeline, each one describing footsteps closer to her porch. Police traced the pickup. It belonged to the town's handyman, Carl Benson, 62 years old, quiet, trusted by everyone. He had done repairs for half the street. He denied knowing Emma beyond routine work. Yet beneath a tarp in his shed, they found Emma's old running shoes, mud-stained, with her initials faintly visible. Carl claimed he had found them on the roadside weeks earlier. Forensics proved otherwise. The mud matched the creek bed near the sawmill, the same area from the conflicting sightings. That discovery shattered the illusion of a peaceful town. For the first time, the townspeople realized someone among them might have orchestrated everything. Police expanded the search radius to include the disused sawmill. Built in the 1950s, it had been closed for decades, half collapsed under ivy. Drone footage revealed fresh tire tracks leading behind the structure. Inside, investigators found remnants of campfires, old food cans, and one fabric strip the same shade as Emma's hoodie. DNA confirmed it belonged to her. They pieced together a likely sequence. Emma noticed the pickup again that morning, changed her jogging route toward the main road, and was intercepted near the old mill. Carl's tools, duct tape, rope, and a set of spare car keys matched impressions found near the creek. But before police could question him further, Carl disappeared. His truck was found abandoned 40 miles east, engine still warm. Inside, his wallet, an empty gas can, and Emma's final letter, the one no one knew existed. It read, "If this reaches you, then I was right. He's someone you all trust." The town went silent. Schools closed for 2 days. Every shopkeeper rechecked their logs. And for the first time, Ashgrove realized that the line between ordinary and horrific is only visible once you've crossed it. Stories like Emma's remind us that the most chilling mysteries don't happen far away. They happen in familiar streets, between faces we think we know. If you ever feel something's off, listen to that instinct. In small towns, silence protects more than secrets. Months later, hikers discovered a rusted toolbox in the woods east of town. Inside were Emma's house keys, her watch still ticking faintly after months of moisture, and a folded newspaper clipping dated the day she vanished. Maybe that's the cruel irony. Ashgrove wanted quiet, and it got it. The kind of quiet that hums beneath guilt, the kind that outlasts memory. To this day, Emma Lang has never been found, but everyone in town agrees on one thing. They still hear footsteps on Maple Street before dawn, steady, deliberate, as if someone's finishing the run she never did. If you want to explore more cases where the truth hides in plain sight, subscribe and stay tuned, because every week we uncover another story that could have happened right next door.
If you found this case as haunting as we did, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, because the truth always leaves a trail, and together we will follow it.